Hey, what's up, players? WWE Hall of Famer Teddy Long. I just want to endorse some of my brothers that are doing an outstanding job of podcasts. I'm talking about the first Black Champ podcast, one of the greatest podcasts of all time, and it's growing and growing each and every day. Talking about my man, J.R. Bang and Champ from the Port. Players, you better take a listen to him, and if you don't, I'll have J.R. Bang and Champ put them in a tag team match, and it's going to be a lot of trouble.
Oh man, yes sir, yes sir, yes sir, yes indeed, man. It is officially SummerSlam weekend, and even though I don't remember it being this early in the month of August, man, is it off to a fiery start. And I'm sure because we be seeing the tweets, you know what I'm saying? We be seeing the notifications, if you will. We know y'all want us. Y'all want us to talk about this, and we here to do that and do that. Obviously, like nobody else in the world, man. You don't need the long intro from me. You already know what it is if you've been here, and if you just got here, welcome. You know what I'm saying? It's time for the first Black Champ podcast, and yeah, even with the boxes and the Peloton right next to me, because we got some more work to do. All right, I'm still your podcast intercontinental champion, Camp from the Port.
And I am J.R. Bang. Make sure you rate, like, subscribe, download to the Barbershop Network, home of First Black Champ. Make sure you follow us on everything at the FBC POD. Make sure you rate, like, subscribe, and all of that. We got a lot to talk about today, including night one of SummerSlam, which happened last night. We're going to talk about WWE Unreal and how Camp was basically telling y'all all of what was going on with Jey Uso before it even got out.
Wow.
So we got a lot of stuff to talk about today. We got day two coming up tonight as we record on Sunday morning. We got day two tonight. So we're going to revisit our predictions for night two to see if we still believe in what we selected last week, just in case, because there was a lot of things that happened last night. The heist of the summer, excuse me. But before we get to the heist of the summer, let's start with the card in general. Let's start from beginning to end. Let's start with Roman Reigns, Jey Uso versus Bron Breakker and Bronson Reed. For those who might not have seen on social media, Bronson Reed was around limping. If you saw the end of the night last night, he was around limping. I saw the bump that he took. I was a little nervous and stuff after that. But going into that match, it was when they announced this as the first match of the night, I wasn't surprised because either Roman Reigns want to get it out the way and go home, or be the end. It's one or the other. He either want to get it out the way and go home, or he the main event. Ain't really no in between. So I wasn't really surprised. But I would love to know your thoughts on the match. And I got a bigger question, which towards the end of the show, I really want to discuss. So what was your overall thoughts of the match last night, the tag team match to kick off SummerSlam?
I'll say this, excuse me, even though I haven't been the biggest fan of Bronson Reed and Bron Breakker as an actual tag team, like kind of being booked or built that way, man, I must say, man, that was a really good match. It felt like no joke. And even though I know there's so much looming around the whole main event Jey Uso moniker, yet he be opening all the major PLEs and all that, I will say, man, everybody, all four, even Bronson Reed, and some may even think that Bronson Reed is probably why this match has to open the show versus being like in the height of the second hour or maybe the height of the third. But I think everybody gave a main event performance. And man, that was really action-packed for as a start. And thank God, too, because the first 10 minutes of SummerSlam, bro, I mean, granted, it was black as hell, but that was crazy work. That was crazy work. Yeah, hold on. I'm sorry. Let me start. Shout out to Breland. I literally just seen Breland Thursday at the Grand Ole Opry. So shout out to Breland. I didn't know he was from New Jersey, so he definitely ain't country to me, but whatever. Salute to Breland. And then Drewski kicking it off. I was like, okay, hey, listen, love Drewski. Love when all the young guys that's running the internet, they getting their thing off. Pause. But man, Cardi B, yo, crazy work, bro.
I was
crazy
going
work
to the end for that.
Yeah, okay, hey, and I'm gonna move on to the actual match.
Yes.
But yo, that was honestly a great match. Roman Reigns should have looked like an action figure. But other than that, man, I thought there was gonna be some out for the season injuries in this match, though. Like off the rip. It was some of them bumps that Braun Breaker gave and took. Man, I was like, hey, once he was taped up at the end of the night, totally understood it. But hey, great way to kick off SummerSlam. That could have easily been a night 2 match, but that's how you start the weekend, though, for sure.
Look, I was a little nervous that not only Braun Breaker and the bump that he took on the announce table, hey, but Roman Reigns almost hurt himself. I was like, whoa, that was a little like, yo, yeah. we look the energy level, the adrenaline is a little lit right now.
Man, listen, we've seen plenty of suicide dives in our days for guys over 30. And I think Roman Reigns is teetering towards 40 now. Man, his vertical and the which way he did that dive, that's the best dive he's ever done, like, period. You can go into peak Shield. He never hit that suicide dive like that. And even as a champ, man, he literally took flight, like to the point where it ain't like the AEW cats where they just went trying to catch him. It was just like, damn, which way do we go? Because he keeps soaring over us. He really had J's on last night. That was first 3-peat Jordan with the way he jumped over that top rope, man. Cleared it too. That was crazy. I was concerned.
So one of the things that I was monitoring this match is the reaction between the cousins.
Yeah.
Not with each other, but with the crowd. Is it safe to say, because I watched it with no audio last night, but with audio this morning, is it safe to say that Jey Uso is more over right now than Roman Reigns?
I think only because Jey is week in, week out, yes. However, when we are putting together like the whole shebang, as they say, top to bottom, I don't think so. Only because Roman Reigns can talk himself into a match, talk himself up to the match, and then give a hell of a performance in the match. I know the Tribal Chief character didn't really highlight that greatly, but I think this Roman Reigns that we're about to get, even if he's part-time, you're going to see exactly why they were like, okay, we can give him this run to do this and preserve his body some so he can be ready for just later years.
Now, both him and Cody Rhodes will be filming Street Fighter soon. As Donnie alluded to, he was real life Akuma last night, and he will be playing Akuma in Street Fighter. Man, I agree with you to a point, because Roman is almost super part-time right now, but that's why I'm conflicted and I got questions, which goes into my next question: what's next for the cousins? Like, we know that Roman Reigns will be going to film a movie. Cody is too. But then I'm sitting here and I'm thinking about everything, and I'm sitting here like, if we got to ask the question about who was more over last night, Jey or Roman,
Mm-hmm.
if we saw what happened at the end of SummerSlam, and then we got today in the main event tonight, I think there's serious questions about what's next for everybody,
Mm-hmm.
which I have a question to ask towards the end of the show. But what do you feel should be next for Jey and for Roman right now?
Well, for me, and I mean, I've been saying this for a little while now. I still think Jey is just a string of promos away before we can talk main event talk again. I totally get it with Jey. Jey is getting the opportunities, or he's had the opportunities, or he has received the accolades that, for me, a Brutus the Barber Beefcake, a Jake the Snake Roberts, a Mr. Perfect should have gotten. But then again, I think even when we look back over just our wrestling lives, Bang, the only person that could probably rival being as over as Jey Uso has been the last 2 years would be a Jake the Snake Roberts. And dare I say now, that's not even the contest either. I think Jey Uso is probably if he wasn't a world champion, he'd be the greatest mid-carder ever in professional wrestling history. Like, without the world title on his jacket and without the longest reigning tag team titles in the WWE on his jacket, he'd be the greatest mid-carder of all time, and it'd be no debate. But with that said, though, I don't think the promos are there to keep him over. He can't change the music. You know what I'm saying? He's going to have to yeet like until it's over. And Roman Reigns doesn't have to. You know what I'm saying? Roman Reigns has been 5 different characters in the last 12 years. And they've all, whether good or bad, whether you cheered or booed, they worked, because he was able to headline some WrestleManias with that character, whether you loved or hated it. Jey Uso, not the same thing. Jey Uso he's literally where he's where basic thugonomics John Cena was, but with legendary champion John Cena merch is. Like, he's there. Like, I still don't think there's a great reason to put him in the main event at WrestleMania. He should not be closing night 1 or night 2. He hasn't cut promo of the year or a top 10 contender. And it's just those things. It's the it factor things, the overall ones, even though he obviously has a it thing, but I just don't. Everybody is one promo and one great match away from just being over Jey Uso, and that's the problem.
Well, let's get into the Women's Tag Team Championship match. Raquel Rodriguez and Roxanne Perez versus Charlotte Flair and Alexa Bliss. I hate to say what I'm about to say. I hate to ask what I'm about to ask, but do we care? Like, do I need to play the music on this one? Is this a do we care segment? Was this a do we care match? Don't get me wrong, seeing Charlotte Flair get cheered and people being like, you know what, we actually fuck with Charlotte. Like, seeing that was cool, but I'm not going to sit up here and say that I was heavily invested in that match for a couple of reasons. One of which is that we didn't see Liv Morgan last night. So do we care about this match? Should we have cared? Is there anything happened in this match that made us go,
Yeah, not for me. This could be added to the segment for sure. You could have cued the music. It would have been just fine. And for me, though, it's Charlotte Flair. Yeah, there we go. For me, Charlotte Flair is now becoming the newest case study in wrestling. It's like, hey, are we taking this too seriously? Because does this match even get burned? Does this match even become anything other than the SmackDown kickoff show if it wasn't for the fact that Charlotte Flair was trying to be on this road to recovery redemption story, and the universe shit on it, right? Like, that's how we got here. And then she loses to Tiffany Stratton. Tiffany Stratton uses her real life for a wrestling promo, and even though that back and forth was nasty and it was an ugly exchange between two blondes, it was just like, but why do we care? Do we care because we just think Tiffany Stratton is the one right now, or do we just not mess with Charlotte Flair? And now they've teamed her up with another blonde, with Alexa Bliss. And this is it's supposed to be this odd couple pairing, but they're not even odd coupling right to me, because I mean, before Bray Wyatt passed, unfortunately, the crowd was not really fond of everything that she was doing as being potentially Sister Abigail or whatever her role was with the Wyatt family. And so now you put them together, and now people are like, man, you know what? Maybe we tripping. Maybe we shouldn't like hate these women. I mean, which you shouldn't. It's not that deep. You cannot mess with it. You cannot want to, be a part of it. But I think now a lot of the IWC and the universe is like, man, let's recalibrate our fandom here. Like, this ain't life, death, and taxes. Let's let them cook. And I think that's why we saw what we saw last night, because I did not pick them to win this match.
Yeah, I did pick them to win this match because I felt like it was just, we're just going to put the titles on them, bigger names and all of that stuff. But it was nothing to get me emotionally invested in this match.
Right.
I don't think they gave enough outside of Charlotte Flair and Alexa Bliss saying that they're not friends. It's just a working relationship. All right.
Right.
Like, did Raquel and Roxanne do something to make y'all mad, though, to make y'all come together? Like, no, it was just like, yo, we need somebody to go for the tag titles, so we just gonna put y'all together. Like, it was nothing that made me emotionally invested in this match, so I did not care. Did we care about Sami Zayn and Karrion Kross? We both picked Sami Zayn to win this match, but did we care about this match? I don't know. I know what they were trying to convey, but the reason of these two having matches.
Yeah.
But did it hit?
No, man. I don't know whose idea it was for, hey, let's try to see if Sami Zayn wants to be a bad guy. Like, I don't like this. He a grown ass man. What are we doing? The whole aspect of just like, yeah, do something mean, do something dastardly. Come on. It's just like, this is super back to school special storyline. Like, Karrion Kross is now the jock that wants the nerd to try drugs at the party because Jessica likes bad boys and he likes Jessica. Man, fuck out of here. I don't care.
As somebody who has said that Sami Zayn can have a good match with a broom, it was a good match. Yeah. Like, I wasn't mad at the match.
Yep.
It's just like, what are we doing here, though? Like, to your point, this is, I didn't go jock. I went, have you ever watched the cartoon Doug on Nickelodeon?
Absolutely. Classic.
I just want to make sure. This is like Roger telling Doug, like, yo, this is what's going to make you cool. So, it's like, remember them episodes where, like, Doug and Roger actually got along?
Yeah.
But then they got in trouble, and Doug was like, I ain't doing this no more.
Right.
Like,
I don't want to steal Roger.
Yeah, I don't want to steal Roger. And like Skeeter Mosquito and Patty Mayonnaise, it's like, yo, hey, Doug, you tripping. You tripping out here. It's like they didn't even get to that. Like Brando said, this is like trying to get Carlton to take speed.
Yeah. Yep.
And the crazy thing about it is, and this is why I don't care about this match, they didn't even make it dramatic enough for us to care.
Yeah. Yep.
Like, there wasn't a situation where Sami Zayn got caught red-handed doing something, and they was like, oh, man, maybe, no.
Right.
Like, Scarlett gave him a pipe And he picked it up and he thought about it. And then he was like, no. And I know we talked about Hulk Hogan. You know what I'm saying? So, like, just look at all the times that somebody tried to make Hulk Hogan a bad guy. He was like, no. Yeah. Or when Sensational Sherry asked Ultimate Warrior for a title shot for Macho Man, he was like, hell no. Like, we didn't even get that moment.
Right. Exactly.
We didn't get that moment. So, no, I did not care about this match at all. They could have just simply made this like a grudge match.
Yeah.
And it would have been better, like just two dudes that don't like each other.
Yeah.
But they didn't. They tried to make Karrion Kross out to be the devil, you know.
Yeah.
And Sami Zayn was like, nah, I'm straight. But at the same time, it makes me not even care more because I'm like, so what's next for Sami Zayn?
Exactly.
Like now that you didn't take the bait from the devil, you know what I'm saying? Now you didn't do that. What's next for you?
Right.
Is it gonna be an intercontinental title shot of a belt you already had, even though a couple of weeks ago you said you want to wrestle for the world championship? Are you gonna get on your WCW lit and be like, I'm gonna get the intercontinental championship so I could be the #1 contender for the world championship? Like, there was nothing about that match that made me care for it for the level that they tried to make us, because they didn't give us anything. And then it's like, so what's next for Karrion Kross? You gonna continue being the devil, but losing these matches. So like, hey man, see you in TNA. All right, music off.
Hey, shout out to Michael Cole for not burying Karrion Kross last night like he did in Saudi Arabia. I think this match was better though.
It was a great match. Like, it was nothing wrong. Hold on. It was nothing wrong with the match.
Yeah.
It's why do we care?
Yeah.
For some of the matches on yesterday's card that we cared. It was two matches that we was just like, what we doing here? Yeah. This is y'all and they could have filled it with other matches, which is why I'm so upset about the Damian Priest thing. You know what? I would have rather saw Damian Priest and Aleister Black.
Facts, though. Facts.
In that case, I would have rather saw that. All right. Now,
fair.
Let me get my sandwich for this, because I have a feeling
there we go
that I ain't gonna have to say nothing for this segment. I just got a feeling. When I saw last night, even my wife was like, huh? What we doing? Even she said, with no sound on. Huh? She lost?
Yeah, man.
Jade Cargill versus what I learned yesterday, totally forgot, undefeated in 2025, Tiffany Stratton. When they put that stat up, I just knew we was going to hear, and knew.
Yeah.
But we didn't.
Yeah.
And not only did we not see it, it was clean as a whistle.
Very, yeah.
That
was
like
the cleanest match of the night.
Matter of fact, they gave us all of the red herrings for Tiffany Stratton versus Jade Cargill. They gave us the undefeated in 2025. They gave us the WrestleMania speak, Queen of the Ring. They even showed Cardi B in the front.
Yep.
Remember,
going crazy. Marking out too.
I said I would not be surprised if Cardi B got involved in this match.
Mm-hmm.
So when I saw that, I said, well, even though the beginning of WrestleMania, even though the beginning of SummerSlam was terrible, she had to read off of cue cards. I was like, oh, we about to get a title change. We didn't.
Yeah.
Camp, I am going to ISO you because you have been on the wait a minute, hold up train when it comes to Jade Cargill.
That's true.
And even though, and Donnie said, I'm just going to get this out the way. Yes, Bianca Belair is healed up and ready to go. But what have I been telling y'all for weeks? We need Jade. We need Bianca. We could have had a triple threat. You could have still did all of that with Jade Cargill being the winner.
Yeah.
Camp, I ISO you Because I felt like you watched that, and
Oh,
even though it was a good match, you felt vindicated.
I did. Hey, you know what? Hey, and shout out to Donnie because I definitely want to start off with WWE Universe. Because, hey, one thing was interesting for me is that Cardi B did not name drop Jade Cargill at the beginning of the event. She name dropped Randy Orton at the tag match and Logan Paul. That was interesting. So, man, here's the thing with me off the rip. I have been trying to see why they gave Jade Cargill so much TV time, so much press, so much just over. They gave her so much over, you know what I'm saying, for the entire year. And when she beat Asuka clean, I was like, wait, that's crazy to me. But then again, she's had a lot of very clean and dominant victories. She's been the power girl of the division, and I'm not mad at that because they're her and Nia Jax are proving that there's two types of power women, right? And even Rhea Ripley, they're all three different types of power women. I'm not against power women being in the division and doing their thing and being dominant, so that ain't even my issue. I will say this though, off the rip, last night in the I seen it last night, but then again this morning, most of the match I said, damn, it's gonna be a shame that Tiffany Stratton is gonna lose this match and she's saving it. That was my immediate thing. I was like, Tiffany is making this match. She is killing this match. She's bodying this. But it's gonna suck that she's gonna have to drop this title to just a lesser talent. And even though haven't loved Tiffany Stratton's voice at all, I don't do well with high-pitched sounds at all. You dig what I'm saying? And I don't like that. I mean, if she want to say that like that, that's fine, but that's like her speaking voice, and that irritates me. And I was just like, damn, like I don't want to hear her promo after this. But then again, I was like, well, Jade is obviously, look, she came out with the Jamaican flag all over her body.
Mm-hmm.
Lucky flag, you dig? And it's not that she looked terrible. I do want to say that. I will say that Jade Cargill is putting in the work. She absolutely is getting better. I do believe in a lot of respects, she is a far better performer than she has been than she was at the Royal Rumble when she debuted. So I'm not here to totally defecate on her in any aspect of the word. But that match last night, it did prove it was levels. It's definitely levels. And where me just not liking Tiffany Stratton's voice, you would have to look at that match and be a fool to be like, but we're going to give this girl the title and we're going to make Tiffany drop it. And I don't know if that I don't know if that was a mid-match change or a last-minute call, because everything about what Jade Cargill has done the first half of the year says that she was getting this title. I mean, everything from Bianca not being out, even though she's healed, to her winning King of the Ring, to Naomi cashing in on the world champion, the world women's champion on Raw, and not even being on the program anymore. Like, there was a clear runway for Jade to win this title. And last night to see that she didn't, for me, I think we got a character change coming, and I think we got a turn we don't expect coming. So really, for me, we can get into my guarantee at this point, because my guarantee is now Jade loses at SummerSlam, Bianca comes back, wins the title from Tiffany Stratton, and then gets attacked by Jade Cargill. And that's why there's been silence. That's why there's just been eye contact, but no conversation. Because maybe, just maybe, Jade Cargill, whose real target has been Bianca Belair the whole time. It's just that all these other bitches is in the way. And dare I say, because it's a power versus power type of match, that's going to speak more to Jade's strength to at least be like, okay, listen, yeah, the EST really is the best. I do still think Bianca Belair is absolutely the best women's wrestler in the world. However, you can put a match, even if it's a quick stalemate. There's something about Black Girl Magic that works both ways, right? Because you can have all the steak, sizzle, pomp, and circumstance, as well as the skill that comes with Bianca Belair. But then you can just have a badass bitch come through and just wreck shit. And Jade Cargill can be that for one match and beat Bianca for the title, start their feud, and that can definitely really set Jade up to be whoever they're asking her to be in 2026.
So do you think, and you might have answered the question, but I'm going to ask it anyway. Do you think that this kills Jade Cargill's momentum? She just won Queen of the Ring. She's been doing her thing, and she was so widely expected to win this match. Mm-hmm. Listen to the crowd when, like, I don't want to say it sucked the air out the crowd.
Yeah.
But I think it sucked the air out the crowd. Like,
yeah.
Wait a minute, what?
Yeah,
Tiffany, but
it was more of that. Like, I won't say totally sucked the air out the crowd. It was just like, oh wait, hold on, I don't know the ending to this. Like, like that was. It's like when
I just saw WWE Unreal. I know what's supposed to happen now. It ain't happened.
Yeah, exactly.
What are we doing?
Exactly. It's like when you watch it, like for instance, I watched Friday hundreds of times over the last 30 years. But then a couple years ago, when they showed that clip of Paula J. Parker being in the bed and it was a dude laying there, I was like, I've never seen that. Damn. I was paying no attention because I'm too busy looking at her. In the match, I mean, in the scene, never even noticed dude was sitting there. So Marley and Bang, I actually disagree. I don't think it killed her momentum at all because Jade Cargill hasn't really needed a heat check. She hasn't really needed to get herself over. Jade Cargill is the only women's wrestler that's actively trying to wrestle that's just getting over because she looked like that. Her promos have not been great. Her matches have not been great. They've been showing improvement. Like, everything about Jade Cargill's actual mechanics says Performance Center. It says Tough Enough. It says, what's the new LFG, whatever it is. I know LSG is the group. Shout out to the legends and rest in peace to Eddie Levert or Gerald Levert. I'm sorry,
Levert, Freddie, and Gill. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, right. Right. You know what I'm saying? But no, Jade Cargill hasn't done anything to build her momentum besides be sexy as hell. Like, that's it. That's all she's done. So I don't think her momentum is killed at all because she hasn't really had to do anything but show up and slam and lick the side of her hand, and we all just be like, man, salute to your husband, though.
Yeah, Brandon Phillips, former second baseman of the Cincinnati Reds. Shouts out to him.
You did it, my brother.
Randy Orton and Jelly Roll versus Drew McIntyre and Logan Paul. Boy, will we wrong again.
Yeah.
Boy, will we wrong. But
I love being wrong this time. Go ahead.
Yeah, I do love being wrong this time. How did Jelly Roll do? I think that's the only thing that matters in this. Like, and it's messed up because every time I looked around in this match, I was thinking about WWE Unreal. And we'll talk about that after night one segment. But I was just like, okay. So what did they tell Jelly Roll to do? Like, when he's down, did they tell him, like, okay, it was Triple H in the ref's ear, like, tell Jelly Roll to kneel down. Make it seem dramatic. Camera 2. Like, was it? That's the only thing I was thinking about this match because I didn't really care about anything else.
Yeah.
About this match. With that being said, how did Jelly Roll do?
Man, so look, I'm in Nashville. I'm in Midtown right now. Hi. And I want to be clear. I will never say nothing bad about Jelly Roll. But Donnie is also correct. But at the same time, though, hey, I think we said this last show, and Jelly Roll did exactly what I thought he would do. He came out there looking like an 80s, early 90s celebrity in a high-profile wrestling match. I think he did as good as he can do. Again, the real redemption story. Hey, look, Jelly Roll won the night to me when Michael Cole said he was 299 pounds, because I know he was way bigger than that a year ago. So he getting the bearings with his new body. So salute to Jelly Roll off of that alone. However, yeah, man, this might have looked better if it was Hacksaw Jim Duggan and Jelly Roll versus the Bolsheviks or something like that. It might have looked better because you know you gotta get the people that's on your level. Hey, and Logan Paul. Hey, listen, I know in like the YouTube world that we hate this guy or whatever, but man, listen here. I love Logan Paul, proving that it is levels to this. You know, the way the Black Rose Slam. Yeah, hey, listen, yep. Hey, the Black Rose Slam, hey, that was good. Hey, shout to Michael Cole for putting them over. But hey, shout to Logan Paul for going hard on celebrities. It's like, screw that. Hey, look, I'm really here. I don't care what the crowd say. I don't care what y'all think about me. He getting this frog splash. Hey, and shout to Logan Paul for officially being the king of the frog splash of this era, because he did 2 different ones last night, and boy, was I like, oh my God, he's gonna kill everybody with that. Like, you need to put a title on him immediately.
Okay, pause.
Yes.
Pause right there. I am going to officially state, especially after watching WWE on Real, that you will never hear me say anything revolving Logan Paul and celebrity wrestler no more.
Okay.
Because to me, the highlight of that match is Logan Paul.
Facts.
I think my thing now officially with Logan Paul is, I know you're serious, but how far are you willing to take it?
Yeah.
I think that's where we at with Logan Paul.
Yeah.
Because the frog splash onto the announcer table was got me. The end of the match was like, all right, cool. But the frog splash, and he continuously do that.
Yeah.
When I tell you that I am officially on the put the battery in the back of Logan Paul train after last night, more than that.
Yeah.
I ain't seen Logan Paul in a bad match, ladies and gentlemen.
Nope.
And I can not only say that as a celebrity wrestler, he's past that now. Somebody tell me the worst Logan Paul match. It's probably LA Knight, and it ain't Logan Paul's fault. And that match was decent.
Yeah, facts.
He showed up every time, and it's not like he's super part-time.
No.
So I am officially giving Logan Paul his flowers when it comes to the in-ring competition. And I would not mind at all. Can't believe I'm saying this. I would not mind at all a world title run with Logan Paul. I ain't talking about NXT.
No, right. No. He'll kill some of them. No, listen. Hey, Logan Paul after last night, Logan Paul can beat anybody in the WWE, and I'm not gonna blink. He might even be my pick in the prediction. Like, that was great. And I know, you know, hey, that's a fact too. Shout out to Marley. That's a fact. But hey, look, and again, Jelly Roll was there, and I love the moment for him. I love what it represents for him. I love that he's getting to live his dream out like that and do that and whatever. He's making his choke slam look as great as he can, and that's awesome. But Logan Paul is proving that you can come into this game with all the hype in the world, but the work is still the work. And when you do the work, it's got to be respected. And that what he's been doing for the last 2 years. Be clear, the last 2 years, because he's made the Saudi trips. He's done Raw and SmackDown. He's done other PLEs, and he's never been in the main event, like the main event. But yet he is one of the highlights of every single night that he is on that screen, and that does matter. So again, I know Karrion Kross kind of got his last 2 PLE matches because of his thoughts about Logan Paul. But here's the real deal, bro. You not Logan Paul. And Logan Paul keeps Logan Pauling out here, and he's always in the top 5 of performances of any PLEs on, and that is really what matters. You can do something for 20 years, and somebody could do something for 20 months, but what do the results say? And now ain't no more asterisks on Logan Paul. No more. That's done. He is a professional wrestler that also is a YouTuber and a podcaster. And you know what? Shit, so is Stone Cold Steve Austin. So is Bubba Ray Dudley. so hey, it is what it is.
Yeah. I'm going to shut the hell up when it comes to Logan Paul. I'm officially classifying him as a wrestler, a WWE superstar, whatever you want. But somebody's going to show me a bad match.
Yeah.
And somebody got to show me the matches. You was like, no, I ain't seen it yet. And it also just shows me, again, Damian Priest won the feud, not on the SummerSlam card.
Yeah, that's
who really won that feud. Like, I'm sorry. They just killed all of the Damian Priest momentum to me.
Yeah.
And the fact that he's getting out here knocked out by Aleister Black, nothing against Aleister Black. Just saying. Like, and also, let me just go ahead and turn the knife in y'all real quick. All that shit y'all was talking about R-Truth. And I think about 2 weeks, we're about to get comedy R-Truth back. I'm just saying, y'all gonna get what y'all want. Now, let's go to the heist of the summer.
Yes, sir.
CM Punk, Gunther was not expecting a bad match.
No.
Didn't get a bad match.
Facts.
Gunther was slapping the shit out of CM Punk.
Hey, I've never seen a handspring choke in my life.
Yeah, like that. Wow. Great match between the two. Rumor has it that Gunther's going to have surgery on his nose. What you saw last night was intentional. They was making this so, you can see the vulnerability of it and everything. So, I mean, he was bleeding on purpose, which led to the end of the match. And when they don't turn that camera off, when you don't see that Triple H Lee fitting thing early.
Yeah.
That's the new dead giveaway. Yep. When y'all gonna show that Lee fitting Triple H thing? When y'all gonna show it? When we doing that? Y'all ain't doing that yet?
Right.
Y'all ain't doing that yet?
Hey, I never even heard the that last run from Living Color, that free.
Yeah.
I was like, okay. I didn't even know. I didn't know he was hitting it that hard at the end of the song.
Yeah, like so.
No
I'm sitting there looking, and right, nothing, no, do, none of that.
Yeah.
So it's the dead giveaway. Seth Rollins come out there with the crutches. And yeah, Brendo. Yes, it was a 19. It's like they watched Ric Flair versus somebody. It's like they watch Rick Flair versus somebody. It's like they watch It's like they watch Ric Flair versus Reggie Rodney Garvin. We just gonna smack the shit out of each other. Mm-hmm. But then music comes. Paul Heyman and Seth Rollins walks out with the crutches.
Mm-hmm.
He walks back. He drops those joints. When he's walking to the ring, when Seth Rollins walking to the ring, I was like, oh, he ain't gonna cash in. Then he started running. I said, oh shit. The only shit he running. I ain't never got so excited to see somebody run in my life. I said, oh, it's more than a little hot skip. He running.
Yeah.
And we get to it, and you're new World Heavyweight Champion Seth Rollins. Kemp, I'm gonna start off by saying this. I'm just gonna get this out the way. Thank y'all. That is no longer the Super Intercontinental Championship.
Nope.
That title was no longer the Super Intercontinental Championship. The way that SummerSlam ended last night is exactly what that version of the big gold belt, I'll call it the new version of the big gold belt, what that belt needed, they got last night. It means something. It means something to me right now. So you will no longer hear me say, this is the Super Intercontinental Championship. This is the World Championship. And I'll tell you guys why. But you said something before we started that I wanted the listeners and the watchers to hear, because we rarely hear this moment between us because we just watched it for so long.
Yeah. So for me, I didn't get to watch it all in real time last night because I was on the move. But so I try to stay off socials. You know what I'm saying? And even though I was in the middle of the show, I saw, I think the WWE posted and new, and I seen CM Punk, and I was like, oh, okay. I was like, but you know what? I caught that anyway, so it don't even matter. Let me just see how he won it. And then once we get to the actual match, I'm sitting there going through it, and then, hey, listen, I popped when the music hit, and he was on crutches. When Seth was on crutches, I was like, okay, and because hey, if y'all remember, I think last episode or episode before, I was like, hey, I think that Seth Rollins is going to hold on to the Money in the Bank, injury or not, until CM Punk get the title. And he's going to try to take it off of him. That's all that matters to him. Because he keeps trying to ruin his comeback. He keeps trying to ruin wrestling for him. He keeps trying to ruin CM Punk's life. So boom. So when he was like, hang on to it for as long as you can, I was like, I like that. I was like, I like the warning, because be clear. Like, yo, I'm on your ass. And that's all that matters to me. But then once he turned and started limping off, and then all of a sudden he stood up and just dropped the crutches, I was like, oh shit. Hey, I started screaming. I ain't gonna lie. I marked the fuck out. I started screaming because I was like, oh, here we go. Because this is my guy. Hey, look, if y'all been listening to this show, whether it's been all 8 years or the last 3, I've been telling y'all. I was like, I think Seth Rollins is the best wrestler in the world because of moments like this. Moments like this. So when he starts walking out, and I was like, okay, he dropped the crutches, he took the cast off. I was like, no, he about to cash in for real. Like, this is it. Like, this is it. He don't want CM Punk to have this belt for 24 hours. And then when he started running, I almost went into cardiac arrest. He started running. I felt like I was running. That's how hard my heart rate picked up. And I was like, oh my God. And so then I see the cash in. Hey, look, CM Punk tried to get the drop on him. He got beat down with the briefcase. I was like, oh my God, it's gonna happen. And then sure enough, perfect ending for me, because the curb stomp is undefeated this year. Protect the finisher. I love this. And much like I was happy that we're finally protecting Jey Uso splash, that's another reason why I say what I say about him. This is the first time the Uso splash worked the first time. Thank you, please. Because he's the former world champion. The curb stomp against CM Punk is undefeated. It's cost him titles. It's cost him opportunities the entire year and a half, or however long CM Punk has been back. And Last night was no different. And for me, Seth Rollins, king of the Money in the Bank, he is now the person that I don't care how many times he wins it, because he is the bar of how to do it. Like he's the bar for winning the Money in the Bank. He's the bar for cashing it in, and he's just the bar for being the champion of new titles in my personal estimation. Because Bang is right. It was called the Super Intercontinental Championship because there was not enough hunger for it. There wasn't enough star power around it. It wasn't enough moments being created. I mean, shit, again, like I said earlier, Austin Theory cashed in his Money in the Bank for the U.S. title. That's why you don't see him, in my opinion, and rightfully so. Fuck are you doing? Take the L without a belt, at least going for the title, bro. But that's neither here nor there. Seth Rollins last night might have boosted the sales of the replica titles last night because he went after that belt like it was the only thing that mattered in wrestling. And to pull off, as Michael Cole said, the ruse of the century. Shout out to Michael Cole for always putting over Seth Rollins cash-ins too, by the way. That last night was what Raw needed. That was what the title needed. It backs up the talk that Gunther was saying. It backs up the last promo that CM Punk cut before winning the title. And now for it to be in Seth Rollins' hands, yeah, now we're off to the races. Now the two-time World Heavyweight Champion has made this mean something. That's officially the Seth Rollins title now. Now we can proceed.
Now, a couple of things to add. You called the cash-in. Like, you specifically called the cash-in. We both picked CM Punk to win, but you said CM Punk, Seth Rollins. So there you go right there. Two, I believe that y'all are right. This was the cash-in that the Money in the Bank needed, even though this happened at WrestleMania.
Yeah.
I think this is what it needed. I also believe that, again, nothing against Damian Priest, nothing against Drew McIntyre, nothing against Seth Rollins' first run. Like, nothing against none of those things.
Yeah.
That belt means something to me now.
Yeah.
Like, now I feel like that belt is where it needs to be in order to be put up there with the Undisputed Championship, whatever they call it. And the fact that this went the way that it went, dare I say, it has surpassed it for right now. Because here's what now I officially want to see. I don't think we've had a real true blood feud in a while. I don't even consider, and y'all might look at me crazy, I don't consider Brock Lesnar, Roman Reigns as a blood feud.
Okay.
I perceive it as a heavy feud. And they didn't like each other. Mm-hmm. But I think it was more competition-based. What I want to see now is a blood feud. I want to see CM Punk, Seth Rollins, rest of the year hate each other. They hate each other, or things might have cleaned up backstage.
Yeah,
they might respect each other now. They might have dapped it up, shook it up. We shook up the world, man. Congratulations, boom, boom, boom.
Yeah,
but outside of gorilla position, they hate each other.
Yeah.
And it has been so long since we've seen a feud where the two people that are wrestling each other for the title hate each other with a passion. Like there's hate and there's hate with a passion. Yeah. I don't want to see your family grow. I don't want to see your kids grow. Your mama ain't shit. Your daddy ain't shit. Your wife ain't shit. I'm talking about these two, to me, because of what we know outside of the ring, hate each other when they get in that ring. I feel like also these are the two best when it comes to this. Mm-hmm. And CM Punk is number one by far. Mm-hmm. So to have him chase Seth Rollins makes this even more exciting to me. And that's why I popped last night. I popped last night because now I know that CM Punk has hate in his heart and he could place it in the right direction to get what he feels like was taken from him.
Yeah.
But this is also, and I got to get some music for this, this is also what we call long-term storytelling in so many ways. CM Punk is the not one, but two-time Money in the Bank winner.
That's a fact.
He's done this to multiple people, including somebody that everybody loves, Jeff Hardy, which some people are still pissed off with him to this day. Mm-hmm. That's one. 2, WrestleMania. How long did Drew McIntyre have the belt? 5 minutes long. How long did CM Punk have that belt? 5 minutes long. Now you add the fact that these two on camera hate each other's guts and still on press runs, still take the time to needle each other. Oh, I want to see more than a Hell in a Cell match. Invent some shit.
Yeah.
Bring some shit back. See in the comments, dog collar match. Bring it. I want a dog collar match. I want a Hell in a Cell match. I want a Texas Street Fight match. I want the, what's the shit that's that Stan Hansen used to do? Him the
lariat with the
No, the match he had with Lex Luger, they had to tap the ring and shit. They had to
tap
it
was like the bunkhouse buck match or something then, wasn't it?
I want all them shits. And no, I've not seen Meltzer spoilers. I ain't trying to look. All I'm saying is I want all them. I want every blood feud match you can get. Yes, I need a 60-minute Iron Man match. Like, I want every match, a last man standing match. I want them all. I want them all.
Let's not bring back the scaffold match.
Though. Except for scaffold match. Except for scaffold match.
that looks.
I want every match. I'm telling y'all now, this should be feud of the decade. Fuck the year. I want the decade. These two hate each other. And you mean to tell me I got the belt back after 12 years and you gonna come back and you gonna do that even though it's karma because I did it twice. Plus, I cost somebody that shit. Nah, I want it all. I want every match. I want blood. I don't even want to see them in War Games match with 3 other people. Nope. I want their own War Games match. I want all that. Matter of fact, you know what I want, Cap? I want Seth Rollins and CM Punk to fight, and they music still going like it's New Jack. I want that too. I pop because I know for the rest of 2025, we're about to get CM Punk and Seth Rollins talking all types of shit, hating each other, and I am so excited. I am excited like Jesse Spano on Speed. I'm excited.
Jesse, taking pills?
Yes, I am excited. I can't wait for Monday. I want to see the snarl on CM Punk's face. I want to see Seth Rollins be like, "You not gonna touch me," because I got these 2 big ass white dudes in front of me. I want them to be on the Tonight Show and fuck each other up. Like I want Austin's Got a Gun. I want all of that. All that.
They go
right. Yes, Bobby. Yes, that's what I was going. See, we on the same page, Bobby. I like my listeners. This is what I want. I want at the first Monday night game, which I think is in Chicago. I don't care. First game of the year at Soldier Field. They need to fight. They need to fight in the end zone. I need CM Punk, Seth Rollins fighting at the end zone, Chicago police, and two random ass Bears players breaking them up. Mm-hmm. Hey, Roger, Triple Dana White H, get it together. Mm-hmm. I need a Donnybrook at Soldier Field between Seth Rollins and CM Punk. The fact that they two Bears fans, I need a loser becomes Green Bay Packer fan match. I need all of it. I want it all. Give me blood.
It'll be the hardest match ever in life.
Right, give me blood. I need to see CM Punk, Seth Rollins hating each other in every aspect. Shit, I need AJ and Becky fighting at Soldier Field too. I need them. Fuck it. If we gonna do this, we need to fight everywhere. No, Russ. See, Russ, you're missing the point. We're from Chicago. Yeah. CM Punk is from Chicago. Seth Rollins is from Davenport. He's a Bears fan. Yeah. We need CM Punk, Seth Rollins, Soldier Field during the Bears game. Yeah. Becky Lynch and AJ fingering faces. No, bitch. I need them to fight in the South Loop. I heard it all wrong.
Fingering.
She's nasty.
Okay.
Fingering face.
Hey,
I need them to be fighting in the South Loop. I need police break it up. I need that shit to be on Channel 7, Fox, all of that. That's what I need. Roger Goodell, Triple H, set it up. That's all I need. If we get that, oh my God. On the first game of the year. Matter of fact, hold on. When is that first game of the year? Brando, look up the first game of the year. Is that Bears Minnesota game at Soldier Field on Monday night? Look that up. Because if it is, there's no better way to start the NFL season for the Chicago Bears with CM Punk and Seth Rollins fighting at the north end zone. They didn't got to go to the 50. Go to the 50. No. Just at the end zone. Chicago police break it up. AJ and Becky arguing and shit. And yes, there you go. September 8th. So, matter of fact, what's the date? Oh, yeah. Next month. Next month.
Yeah. And WWE should be in Chicago by then. They should be.
Hey, I am sweating, Kemp. I am sweating because I am so excited for this feud. This feud, to me, CM Punk, Seth Rollins has the making now to be a all-time feud. And the fact that these two are Bears fans and there's potential for them to be in the same room on September 8th at Soldier Field, Monday night. Do you know, oh my God, ESPN in attendance, the Sports Center top 10, get up the next morning. Oh, and don't let the Bears beat the shit out of Minnesota too. Oh my God.
Right.
Oh, that would be the best day for me.
All the way.
I need it. Blood feud, ladies and gentlemen. All-time blood feud. I'm talking about Ric Flair, Terry Funk, Ric Flair, Sting, Hogan, Macho Man, Ultimate Warrior, blood feud, ladies and gentlemen. Austin, McMahon, blood feud. Triple H, Heartbreak Kid, Shawn Michaels, Sledgehammer in the back, SummerSlam, us going, can't believe Triple H would do that. Blood feud, ladies and gentlemen. Hell in the Cells, dog collar matches, last man standings, Chicago street fights, Halstead street fights. I need all Soldier Field street fights. Caleb Williams is the referee. I need that shit. Give it to me now. Inject that bitch in my veins. Inject it in my veins. I need that. Man. Yeah, I'm excited. I am excited about this.
Hey, but rightfully so, though.
With that being said, how does this feud end? Like, does this, because it got to end. It's got to end because you got Roman Reigns just lurking. You got Roman Reigns just one lurking. He don't like none of these niggas.
Right. Man,
let me ask this question. Let me just ask this question for you. Do we get what you've been asking for? Seth Rollins, Roman Reigns in Vegas, WrestleMania for the World Heavyweight Championship.
I think we do, because two things are happening without us really like registering it, because so many different events have been happening. Is that Seth Rollins keeps having Roman Reigns and CM Punk number. So I honestly, I would rather it be just Roman and Seth straight up, but I don't think we far off your triple threat match still. I still don't think but now for the title, you know what I'm saying? But for me, how does this feud end? See, that's the tricky part, because is this just going to become a thing where just CM Punk can just never beat Seth Rollins? No, because he's already beat him, right? But at the same time, Seth Rollins is hell-bent on taking everything that ever matters from CM Punk. So literally, they both have the stat that you want over the other person. It's like, hey, I beat your ass every time I face you. Much like Bret Hart told Stone Cold Steve Austin, or how he could have promo the first night on Nitro, right? He was like, yo, I beat the top guy every time. Like, it don't matter. But then, at the same time, Seth Rollins can always say, well, hey, look, every time you think you're about to succeed, I take it away from you. That's Vince McMahon. Well, that's the Mr. McMahon character. It's just like, I know. Nope, start the match. Get him out there. Get the belt off him. That's what we did The Rock. That's what we did the Stone Cold. That's what we did everybody. So it's literally one of those things. It's like, hey, man, this might be just Peter Griffin and the chicken at this point. You know what I mean? Hey, it ain't no winner. We're just gonna fight forever. We're gonna fight till one of us die. And then maybe then I'll chill. When one of us die, maybe I'll chill. That's what this is shaping up to me. And for me personally, bang, I like the feuds that never end. Yeah. There haven't been many of them in wrestling, but to a degree, Ric Flair versus Sting never really ended. You know what I'm saying? Hogan Warrior never really ended. You know what I mean? Hey, Hogan Macho Man never ended.
Literally.
like that, and that took place in real life too. Like, hey, I can't wrestle no more. Hey, let me get in the booth. Yeah, I got
I need Seth Rollins to go back to the Indies, bitch. I need that moment. I need all that.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? So it's so for me, I don't see it ending, but hey, at the same time, hey, I'm okay. I'm okay if it don't. Because with the caliber of superstars that you have, there is they're always going to be main event guys, right? And that's the other sweet spot that we have here, right? Because no matter what, for the next 5 years, let's say, because that takes us well into 2030. So when the next new generation is here, like the guys after Braun Breaker get here, right? That will be the only time that you probably won't even consider a Seth Rollins and CM Punk in a main event caliber match. So for me, it literally just don't have to end, because these are two guys that you can put on any PLE. You can put them in for any title. You can put them in on any specialty match. You put their names on the marquee, and it's gonna go. So it don't got to end right now. It don't got to.
I need a loser leaves WWE. I need all that shit. I need the loser to come back with a mask, call themselves the Yellow Dog. I need all of that.
Let's go.
Let's talk about WWE Unreal real quick before we get to night 2 of SummerSlam. WWE's new reality show, a documentary show, however you want to call it, that documents the writer's room, basically, what it takes to create the show. Yeah. a lot of people were wondering about how much we would see with this show. A lot of people love hot dogs, pause, but do you want to see how they made?
Mhm.
Not necessarily. You
Yeah.
know what I'm saying? So the fact that we get to see an inside look on what it takes to build a show, a lot of people were nervous. Um, but then also, and there's been wrestlers who said that they didn't like this shit.
Mhm.
Tommy Dreamer, excuse me, Tommy Dreamer was one who came out and said he didn't like it. You get to see how things are made. Like, would we be as excited about Austin 316 speech if we knew what we would get? And yeah, Brando, like it's kind of like stretching what we learned at Mania, but again, it's like, yo, you learning how how the hot dogs are made. You learn how the sausages are made.
Mhm.
You're learning how the ketchup is made. Do you still want it? Did you get a chance to check it out, and what were your thoughts?
No, I didn't check it out at all. After I got your message, I did want to, but then it was just life got out of control, and then my mover showed up 2 hours late. So
Russ, I'm grown as hell, so I'm gonna say hot dog.
oh yeah, we gonna definitely stop saying glizzy, bro.
We're
No
dog.
worries there.
Like
I mean,
we're
hey,
dogs, so I'm gonna say hot dogs.
even shy glizzy ain't really around like that no more. So we used to go back to hot dogs.
Is it more of a thing for you? Is it a worry about learning how things is made and keeping it?
Yeah, hey, listen, for me, even though I'm a documentary like nut, right? I love watching documentaries on virtually anything. I try to watch every single music documentary ever. You know what I'm saying? As well as the wrestling docs. But this series, this Unreal, I don't know, man. For me, I don't know, man. I'm still like on the fence. Now, granted, WrestleMania 41, it ain't like it's my favorite WrestleMania or anything like that. So, like, please don't show me like WrestleMania like 4 and 5. Like, like don't show me WrestleMania 2000, like something like that. Like, don't do those. Um, and you know what? Maybe I'm willing to respect the content space and check this out. But for me, man, no, I listen, I already know it's scripted cinematography, right? I already know that this is theater of the mind. I know that there are 4 ropes, right? I don't care to be even more jaded um by anything else. I don't like this is why all the Meltzer and insider pages and people just say and do anything because things like this, right? In my opinion. But also for me though, again, don't give me more ammunition to why we should be hired, bro. Just don't. Just don't. Because
It's a good
I'll
point.
work the hybrid schedule. You want me to fly out to Connecticut? Cool. Whatever you
Great
want
point.
to do. But like, yeah, because from your reaction to what you texted me, I was like, hey, so I don't need my resume. We can just send them a clip, and that should work for us. Because I don't want that either. I don't
Yeah,
want to be so mad at why Paul and Lee Fitting have not called us.
yeah, because you talked about how, well, look, Russ, if they made Jey Uso look weak, Kemp did a better job than they did. because everything you said, like, hey, he be looking bloated or blown up, and like, are you sure he's ready? The crowd loves him, but like everything you said about Jey Uso is what they were saying about Jey Uso.
Wow.
Um, so there's one thing. Look, I am also a documentary nut. I came in there like, man, I'm not sure about this.
Mm-hmm.
And actually, me and Miriam watched it, and
Mm-hmm.
she came away from it learning more about the business and actually being like, yo, this is actually dope.
Mm.
I came away from it like, they didn't show enough to where it wasn't things that I didn't know.
Mm-hmm.
It was more context. And I'm a context guy.
Mm-hmm.
I am a fill in the blanks guy. And I think for me, it filled in a lot of blanks. And it was a very interesting watch from the standpoint of where you see talent to me. And I think it put eyes better on the producers. Like, I don't know who said in the chat, don't remember who said in the chat, but they said that the producers of the title match were Bliss and Adam Pearce.
Yeah.
I think it put onus more on not the writer standpoint, because it really just showed you some of the potential decisions.
Mm-hmm.
And then it showed you how they got to where they went. And I'm cool with that.
Mm-hmm.
There's not a camera that's sitting there saying, like, just running everything. It's some, and they show like dumb shit. Like Royal Rumble was an idea that was pitched that 28 and 29 would get tossed out at the same time, or the last two would be tossed out before 30 get in there, and then 30 gets in there and it's Chelsea Green and she automatically wins the Royal Rumble. Like, it didn't show like real concrete shit.
Hey, I was fuck with that though. That was fire.
Low key though, I was like that's so stupid that would have worked.
Yeah.
But the plan around Cena, and this is what it gave me an insight on. And it actually got me I believe did the opposite of what they meant to do or what they wanted to do, or maybe it did. It made me say fuck the trades.
Okay.
Because the way that they broke down the thought around turning Cena, even though I'm not a big fan of the Cena heel turn, we'll talk about that in a minute.
Yeah.
Even though they broke it down the way that they broke it down, and it happened, even though the way that it happened was like, the way they broke it down, the communication, I was like, oh, this is dope.
Okay.
Like, this is dope. I like how they broke it down on the decision, on such a big decision. So it made me go, okay, they definitely gonna be throwing leaves out there and seeing who rake it to see who gonna put out wrong information. I like that point, and that's what it made me like. Fuck. It made me go, fuck them. I'm just going to pay attention to how it is and what it's gonna be. The other thing, the other thing that it made me do is or think about is how they're really positioning Triple H to be what I said. That's where they need to go in this direction. They really positioning this man to be Dana White.
Oh wow. Okay.
Like, yeah, they really positioning him to be the Dana White of the WWE. And really wanted him. I've been saying that since he got the position. I was saying that since WrestleMania, when they was like, this is the Triple H era. They're really putting Triple H out in front to be the guy. And if I'm The Rock, based off of all that shit that everybody was trying to say around some of the decisions that was made, if I'm The Rock, I'm like, I told y'all, like, this ain't got shit to do with me. Like, this is Triple H. Like, they're really positioning Triple H to be the top guy to make all the decisions, but he works with a certain amount of people to make these things happen. Now, the John Cena thing, again, the heel turn, I think it goes up a notch tonight. But the way, and because of the documentary and how everything went, because I think it was done on a whim. Really, it wasn't done with long-term storytelling. It wasn't done with long-term storytelling. The John Cena turn. Okay. I think it was, maybe we need to twist this real quick and see how it goes.
Okay.
But I liked how they put it together. I think it's a good watch. I don't think it shows you anything differently than we know.
Okay.
The Charlotte and Tiffany Stratton thing was also something that I was like, oh, okay. Yeah. We knew this was real, but see Triple H like, yo, no, tell her we don't do that shit. Like, we this. But
Oh wait,
But yeah,
when Tiffany cut the 3 divorce promo.
yes,
Yeah, because hey,
yes,
listen, because hey, on the flip side, I'm sure Triple H would have thought like, yo, if somebody would have cut a promo on me talking about China, I would have killed one.
yeah. Yeah, we don't do that. We don't do that. We don't do that.
Yeah.
But it all. I mean, but look, as far as the wrestlers go, we know we know this. This ain't 1989. Like,
Yeah.
this ain't Iron Sheik and Hacksaw Jim Duggan getting arrested. It's like good guys supposed to ride with the good guys.
Yeah.
Why you doing cocaine with Iron Sheik? Like, it ain't that.
Well,
But
he's a bad
yes,
guy.
right. But we will get into Brando's comment right here. Hence why John Cena mentioned on Friday did it for a shocking TV moment.
Yeah.
In the words of this man and what we've said here on this show, everything means something.
Yeah.
So let's go into tonight, SummerSlam, day 2. Let's start at the 6-team TLC match for the tag team championships. I am so glad that we've put the tag team championships on the pedestal and we put them on the main pay-per-view, not on some random ass SmackDown Friday. Wyatt Six, Ray Phoenix, and Andrade, DIY, Fraxum, Motor City Machine Guns, and Street Profits. We both pick Andrade and Ray Phoenix. Are we sticking with that decision?
Yeah, I'm gonna stick with that. They look good out there. I'm gonna stick with that.
I'm sticking with that as well. I believe it's going to be a dope frog splash moment from Montez Ford, and we ain't going to see him in a match no more. Women's Intercontinental Championship in a no DQ. Becky Lynch with reportedly, allegedly, new music on deck versus Lyra Valkyria. We both pick Lyra Valkyria. Are we sticking with that decision?
Yep, even though she hit the her own version of the Cupid Shuffle, I think.
Yes.
Yeah, I'm still. I don't know. So hey, I ain't gonna front. Something about Lyra I really like, so I'm picking her tonight.
Hey, I'm with you on that, but I'm picking Becky Lynch because she ain't gonna get no new music and not win the title. Dominic Mysterio versus AJ Styles for the Intercontinental Championship. We both selected Dominic Mysterio. We sticking with it?
Yeah, yeah. He got a Wingstop ad now. I'm definitely not picking him.
Yes.
I mean, I'm definitely not picking him now.
We saw the cage. We saw it last night. We're going to see it in use tonight. Solo Sikoa, Jacob Fatu, United States Championship. We sticking with Solo?
I am. I'm going to stick with Solo. Yeah.
I'm going to change this pick too. I'm going to change this. I think it's a chicanery. I don't know who, but I think we're gonna have a re-debut, a debut, a return. Something's gonna happen in this match.
Yeah.
Something's gonna happen in this match. Women's World Championship in a triple threat. Naomi, Rhea Ripley, Io Sky. I believe that the real wrestler winner of Unreal is Rhea Ripley. Rhea Ripley, to me, is this close to being the biggest star in the WWE. I think this documentary put her over as that, but also seeing how she deals with anxiety before, like seeing that made me respect her even more.
Really?
Like she really's like, all right, well, let me go ahead and turn it on. It made me rock with Rhea Ripley more, but I'm still sticking with Naomi. What about you?
Yeah, absolutely, man. Black champs forever. I rarely pick against Naomi. This will be one of those times where I do not. Naomi, caution the champ. Let's go.
Now, the undisputed WWE Championship in a street fight. John Cena, Cody Rhodes. SmackDown. The beginning of SmackDown on Friday.
Yeah.
It seems to the world that John Cena is back to being a face. He gave us the classic John Cena promo that lets us know that hustle, loyalty, and respect is back. You want some, come get some. And thank you, Cody Rhodes, for putting the battery in my back because the old John Cena is back. This is the re-debut of the retirement tour. All of those things.
Mm-hmm.
But do we really believe John Cena? Is this a ruse as well? Here's my thing, Kent.
Mm-hmm.
Considering what we got yesterday, considering what we got Saturday, we gotta have a bigger moment than night one. So something's gonna happen.
For sure.
But what is going to happen?
Well, for me, I think it's a ruse, but not really. I think John Cena meant everything he said on SmackDown. And for me, I think he's gonna smoke Cody Rhodes tonight, win this title, and Cody's gonna go crazy. Like, I can't believe I let this old motherfucker get me like this. And he is going to go crazy and try to take John Cena's head off. Like, that's what I think is gonna happen. Like, I think everything John Cena said was 1,000. Because hey, anytime he can take a dig at The Rock on TV, he's gonna do it. And he can be like, you know what? This is what it is, but I don't know if I like this. But hey, we're gonna get to this match. He's like, hey, because look, even in the promo, in the very nicest way, John Cena told Cody Rhodes, you did this. This is your fault. What I'm about to do at SummerSlam Night 2, that's on you, though. You know what I'm saying? Hey, look, we tried to just do this thing. You know, I'm going to ruin wrestling, blah, blah, blah. Now you're taking it too serious. So you know what? Bet. I'll oblige you one last time. But now you about to get a flash of 03 John Cena. No, I'm sorry. You get a flash of 06 John Cena when nobody beat him. and you're going to be so mad that now you're going to try to kill me. All right, but you got it. Bet. So that's what I think is happening tonight.
I've been, ever since last night, even watching it this morning, I am so excited for SummerSlam tonight because I have no fucking clue of what's going to happen.
And see, and that's what I love.
And that's what I love. As a wrestling fan, I love not having a clue what's going to happen. You just know something's going to happen, but I have no clue. With that being said, I am going to predict something. So we both gave our predictions last week, and we both have different predictions. You picked Cody Rhodes. I picked John Cena.
Yeah.
But we didn't predict how it was going to go. We didn't say it was going to be a double turn and stuff like that. So let me go first in determining how this is going to go, or predicting how this is going to go. I am going to stick with my prediction that John Cena is going to win tonight because of everything that you just said. Oh, you thought I was bullshitting before. You put the battery in my back, and now I'm about to beat your ass. You don't know me in street fights, Jack. Like, I think you think I'm soft because I'm supposed to be a heel. I don't think you know the history. The flip side of it is, I believe that Cody Rhodes goes crazy. And I do believe you see the debut of some type of faction with Cody. He knows, he sees Seth. He saw Roman. He can't do it by himself. So I do see a chance that you see your man's Ricky Saints and possibly Ethan Page side by side with Cody Rhodes. And there's the beginning of a faction around Cody.
Hey, real quick, add Jade. I'm all in. Go ahead. Pun intended too, by the way.
I actually would not be surprised if that were to be the case too, because she lost.
Mm-hmm.
I would not be surprised or shocked that Cody brings in his people in his group. But it's not going to be what we're used to seeing with Cody Rhodes being a heel. It goes back to what I've been saying for a while. I believe that Cody believes that he's doing right by the business, and y'all don't really understand it. This is Triple H, best for business on steroids.
Mm-hmm.
Because Triple H couldn't wrestle like that, really.
Yeah.
He was on his way out. Best for business, but then had Seth Rollins. Cody Rhodes also talked about how him and his friends, started AEW, but there's some bad blood.
Mm-hmm.
I think that if you also look at what he's trying to say is, we had to click over there and we was doing our thing. Mm-hmm. Shit went left. As Brando said, everything matters.
Mm-hmm.
I think everything Cody has been saying for the past 2 months, from him saying his face run is almost over, him mentioning AEW again and talking about how the homie started something, but there's bad blood over there. A whole thing around just the friends in general. Mm-hmm. You need that. And even some of the small tweaks of the character, you need that. The fact that he beat John Cena's ass and forged his name for a street fight, that's what's going to send him over the edge.
Mm-hmm.
And while he said that his face run is almost over, Cody's way of being a heel is really telling you that he knows what's best for you. Ladies and gentlemen, we've been asking for this on this podcast for so long, we finally gonna get it. Homelander Cody will be leading the Nightmare Factory. At least 2 people that he was cool with, and maybe 1 person we didn't expect. And they're gonna whoop John Cena's ass after he wins.
Yeah.
It's not gonna be 2, because Cody's gonna be like, I think I could do it myself. Think they could do it myself. Think I could do it myself. And he does it. And he snaps. That is the only way to me this works tonight. That's what I'm going with. John Cena with the win, but Cody snapping. And then we see 3, maybe 4 people over John Cena. And then you see Triple H and Lee fitting.
Okay.
What you got?
Hey, listen, I mean, hey, just like Brando said, you want Super Cena? Well, Super Cena here now. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, hey, after the promo on Friday, SmackDown, I'm choosing to read between the lines. And much like John Cena says, he doesn't know how many days that he can hold up. And I think everything promo run, whether it's the movie, whether it's wrestling, retirement, whatever, I think John Cena's been telling the truth the whole time. And when he got less than 12 days or 12 appearances left, I believe. I think we get 06 Cena tonight. I think it's going to be a good match. Don't get me wrong, but at the same time, I think Cody Rhodes gets smoked out here, and I think he gets smoked by Super Cena. You know what I'm saying? Right when the throwbacks start turning into the t-shirts, that John Cena, that guy is going to show up tonight. He's going to smoke Cody Rhodes, and Cody Rhodes is livid because I can't believe I let this all and then now I gotta kill him because I'm the king of the ring. Did you see what happened in Saudi Arabia? You dumb mother. I'm the king. And he's gonna go crazy. You went from tearing down thrones to now wondering where his is at. Look at you, Cody. Look at you, spiraling out of control, bud. And I love the faction thing, but I do think I think the only thing, and it's wild because it's a cruel twist of fate, right? Because we've seen Seth Rollins leave the champ night one, and the rules of the century, as Michael Cole called it, and Seth Rollins has also been saying, Cody Rhodes, hey yo man, you're not who you think you are, and you got them fooled. You ain't got me fooled. I think now Seth Rollins becomes right about Cody Rhodes, and he comes right with them when he loses, potentially the dream match of his life, right? John Cena, Cody Rhodes, WWE Undisputed World Heavyweight Championship, Night 2, SummerSlam, first one, the biggest one ever. Yeah, Cody loses, something that he ain't used to doing at PLEs either. So, yeah, I got John Cena. I got Cena and it caused a spiral out of control because nothing would send those kids over the edge more than watching the 8-year-olds of today. They love Cody Rhodes more than John Cena. We think. We think. So now we find out.
All right, couple of things before we go. We're not going to do a Do We Care segment here because we already did that with a couple of matches. But also before we do that, both me and Camp are 3-3 in these matches yesterday, but Camp gets an extra point for the cash in because that's what he predicted. So we'll see what happens tonight, Sunday night on SummerSlam. Question, man, do you think the WWE needs a reset? There's a lot of stuff that's going on. We've talked about Seth versus CM Punk. We got Roman Reigns and Jey Uso lying in the weeds. We got Cody Rhodes and John Cena. And we have others that's laying in the background right now.
Mm-hmm.
Do you think though there's a reset needed? Like if you were to say who's the top guy in the WWE, who is that guy?
Mm-hmm. Well, top guy, you know what? Hey, listen, I'm going to go with the marketing. I'm going to say QB1 is. I'm going to say Cody Rhodes. I think while Cody is the top guy, I think you just have another series of just top guys that exist because the other top guys, the true top guys that exist are your CM Punk, is Gunther, is Roman Reigns. And I think that's just you can pass the baton to either of those guys and the company's in safe hands. Seth Rollins, obviously, in that mix as well. I don't think they need a reset per se, but I think the universe is calibrating this correctly. That's why we do not see as much with Damian Priest. That's why Drew McIntyre is probably like at tier 2 or 3 now. Randy Orton is in that alumni category. You can use him whenever you want. In case of emergency, break open glass. But then you got Jey Uso. It's like, hey, man, you need a party starter? That's the guy. So I don't think we need a reset. I just think that maybe the internet is a little too loud. The internet is a little too loud with how we view wrestling because, look, hey, we were the only people probably to speak out against it. But we told them how they felt about our truth before it even happened. And that's why maybe the mindset of, man, we need to reset, man. It's just so many top guys. No, it ain't. It's like 5. And it's the same 5 from last year. It's the same ones. We get that y'all entertain. We get that y'all like a lot of people. And that's what they're there for. They're superstars for a reason. Hey, listen, one of the last things that Hulk Hogan said, that was bars. Even though y'all are racist and you hate him or whatever, the man does understand wrestling. He said, hey, it's a lot of superstars, but there's not many attractions in it. And he name dropped the 2 or 3 that were actually the main attractions. Again, Magic Johnson said it best. The superstar, and in this case, the main attraction is the guy that you put up on the marquee and people coming. It don't matter who it is. You in 1993, you would have watched Jordan play the Orlando Magic as soon as you would have watched him play the Knicks because it's Michael Jeffrey Jordan. And that's how wrestling is. It don't really matter who Cody Rhodes wrestling. You're booking it because Cody Rhodes is on the marquee. You're booking it because Seth Rollins, Roman Reigns, they're on the marquee. You might pass if Drew McIntyre is on the bill. You might pass if Damian Priest is. You definitely going to take a piss break and put your wings in the air fryer and finger bang your girl if R-Truth is on the screen. You're definitely doing it. So with that said, no, I don't think it needs to be a reset. I think us as wrestling fans, wrestling community, I think we just got to chill.
I disagree to a point. I do believe that there needs to be, I think whatever they do, when they do the draft again, I believe that I think things are uneven. Okay. Is what I would say. Mm-hmm. Like, I know we're going through this thing between CM Punk. I know we're going through this thing between John Cena and Cody Rhodes. Mm-hmm. But look who they had in between time to wrestle John Cena and Cody. Mm-hmm. I think that is not even, and I believe that when you have situations like Damian Priest, who I believe who was best suited to be boosted up, not get that chance, and now, like when you look at SmackDown, you have John Cena, Cody Rhodes, a whole bunch of mid-carders.
Mm-hmm. Facts.
And I believe the reason why it's not even is because they're not elevating some of those people to the level that they can be. Like, you don't have to win the title from John Cena. Mm-hmm. Being in John Cena's presence is enough. Mm-hmm. And we're not getting that. So maybe it happens after John Cena is officially done. Mm-hmm. But we gotta see a true main card, and then we'll determine from there who's the mid-carders. Because when we look at LA Knight, and I saw in a couple of joints where they said that he got screwed, I don't think LA Knight got screwed.
No.
I think LA Knight is where he needs to be, but it's not clear, because after the two, there's a drop-off. And people are thinking that you just got to put somebody up there in order for it to happen. And you don't.
Nope.
But you do need to identify who's the other two outside of them two right there to make cards more compelling. That way you don't have Sami Zayn versus Karrion Kross on SummerSlam, if you get my drift.
No. Hey, listen, I'm with you. But here's a perspective I want to offer. Well, first, let me say, hey, LA Knight is good, y'all. He's the last person to pin the champ. That's the reality as we go into Sunday night. LA Knight is the last person to pin the World Heavyweight Champion. So he's officially good tomorrow. So there's that. Now, on the other piece, right? I think this cash-in is going to solve what you're talking about, and even on SmackDown, right? Because let's keep it a buck on this as well. I think we were also in a period of time where we were just kind of giving anybody a title shot, and we were kind of giving everybody an opportunity to see if they could be a top guy. And not for nothing, I do blame some of Roman Reigns' Tribal Chief run, because if you look at some of those matches where they listened to us, we didn't get nothing but a chance to see Roman Reigns beat who you like. And what did that do? What did that do for a lot of them? Some of them got on future endeavor. You know what I'm saying? So that there's that. I think that there needs to be more emphasis on what a mid-carder is. You know what I'm saying? Because there are, by default, there's supposed to be more mid-carders than there are top guys. So for me, when I'm saying it's 2 to 5 top guys, I'm like, okay, that's the wrestling I grew up on. I grew up in the time where it was Hulk Hogan, the Ultimate Warrior, and everybody else, and then the Macho Man. I'm sorry, yeah, and then, like it was Hulk Hogan, Ultimate Warrior, Macho Man Randy Savage, and everybody else. And depending on where you put them, if they weren't facing each other, depending on how good you were or where you were going to ascend to. Right now, we got Cody Rhodes, John Cena, Seth Rollins, and everybody else. So I don't see the problem. The problem for me is why, because we already done Drew McIntyre versus all three of them. We already done Damian Priest versus a couple of them. We've already done, we've done it. And Roman Reigns. We've done all of it. So now I think the onus is on the people that are in the mid card to beat some of that second and third tier, the upper middle class, if you will, of mid carders, to see if maybe you can get into that mix. But yeah, I don't think we live in a world of wrestling that we actually love that has more than 5 top guys at the best, at most.
Okay. Well, look, we will definitely see what happens in these Sunday night.
Ooh.
And then also as we get into this week in wrestling.
For sure. Hey, real quick. Hey, can you bring up Damian Hernandez a question? Because I actually do want to talk about this.
Which one?
The first one, he was like, question don't mean to bring up politics, but is it me or is Triple H racist? Because I've seen it a lot this week. At first, he don't see color, and he's not pushing people of color at all. But we got El Grande Americano. So again, I'm very, and then he also says he paid tribute to Terry Bollea, not Hulk Hogan, and now he's showing up at the White House taking pictures with the Orange Man. So for me, hey, listen, man, I'm gonna keep it so real with y'all. I don't think Triple H is a racist. I think that Triple H definitely has some prejudice, but if you ask certain white wrestlers, he might be prejudiced against Canadians as well, right? Because two of the people that subtly shit on Triple H a lot are Chris Jericho and Edge, because they were like, oh, you didn't believe in us? Hey, listen, John Cena, another guy Triple H did not believe in. So I do think that sometimes we have the thin veil of racism layered over people that are just like, they just got their prejudice and they perceptions. I think there are some situations where Triple H does tote the line, and I think he's trying to give his best PR response. But really, to the point, hey, if they're gonna make him Dana White, then he needs to start talking like Dana White. So when they ask him something like, let's just say, hey, why aren't the New Day getting a fair shake, or why is Jade Cargill not getting a fair shake? I want him to look right in that person's eyes and be like, because she's not better than the other wrestlers I got here. She's not better than Bianca Belair. She's not better than Naomi. She's not better than Tiffany Stratton in the ring. And the in-ring product is what matters. I'd rather him say that than give us all these like PC gray area comments. I think that's Triple H's real Achilles heel. I think that there needs to be a lot of Triple H, the wrestler, that is incorporated into COO, executive producer Paul Levesque, so we truly get it. Now, granted, people are going to say whatever they want to say about him, and that's just what it is. But to me, I don't think you can call him a racist per se, because, hey, look, right now, Naomi is in a different gear in her life, in her character, and in her wrestling, and she's the world champ. And there's nobody hotter than her to me, in my estimation right now. And he's doing right by her, even if for some reason she were to drop the title tonight, which I don't think is going to happen. But I think we just got to be really careful, man, when white men are making their decisions. It's not because they're racist. But then again, I wish they would purchase more sack to be like, and this is what it is. So you make it clear it ain't about race.
What is Triple H supposed to do when his mother-in-law is in the cabinet?
Yeah, then there's that.
Also, these are all business people at the end of the day. Look, I have more of an issue with Lawrence Taylor being there,
bro,
than Triple H.
Yeah, hey, because to be there and not even know why you're there is wild.
Right, like, and nothing against the man because he's one of my favorite players of all time, but we talking about making kids fit again, and you got arrested, and for some things that people would be like, do you really want that person around kids? Because in fact, I believe he's a registered sex offender. So it's like,
Jesus.
Triple H is a part of the family that is a member of the cabinet. Depending on how old you are, no one understands that Donald Trump has had a relationship with the McMahon family since WrestleMania 4.
Yep.
He's been at least three WrestleManias, or involved in 3 WrestleManias at least. And this is a business at the end of the day. Mm-hmm. And if you look at businesses right now, a lot of businesses are keeping their business interest open with whatever person is in the office.
Mm-hmm.
There's nothing different. They cozied up to Democrats when the Democrats was in office, moseying up to the dude that they know.
Yeah,
it's par for the course. It's expected. I wouldn't necessarily call that man a racist because also, if you listen to the last show, we broke it down as easy as we could. Mm-hmm. At the end of the day, for the wrestling community, Hulk Hogan is an icon.
Yeah.
This podcast does not happen without Hulk Hogan. Facts. Unfortunately, because it's not the business it is. So I wouldn't necessarily call Triple H a racist because Donald Trump was like, yo, let's work together. It's opportunist. This is capitalism at its finest. And it's the family business. And he's continuing that. Mm-hmm. Now, until we hear this man on camera say, Bianca Belair is this and that, then you can only really go by the moves. And the moves is all business-wise.
Yeah.
And Cody Rhodes said it. It's apolitical. Apolitical don't mean you don't deal with politics. Apolitical means that when Democrats are in office, when Republicans are in office, that's it. With that being said, man, you gave your guarantee. I have none. I'll just say that I believe that my guarantee is that there's going to be a huge surprise tonight. At SummerSlam. If we thought night 1 gave us a big surprise and we marked out, that means they got to top it. If they don't, I think this makes the weekend disappointing. And I don't think they're going to do that for the first 2 nights SummerSlam in history. True. So yeah. So that's what I'm going to go with. So that's all I got.
I'm with you. Well, man, hey, and shout out to Castellar. Yeah, you 4 for 4 in the comments. Hey, and you're right. Hey, listen, I think the whole world should just be doing DDP yoga because it's saving more addicts than Jesus at this point. So, you know what I'm saying? So, hey, Diamond Dallas Page needs to be the head of health and wellness. You know what I'm saying for the White House, or maybe, hey, yo, Paul, look out for your mans. Good God. And we appreciate y'all for checking out this episode of the First Black Champ Podcast, man. Hey, salute to everybody that's always been down and everybody that's been tuning in probably for the first time, man. We appreciate y'all. Please come back, talk wrestling every week like nobody else in the world, because although Bang and I could do the show by ourselves, it's all of you with your likes, comments, shares, preparing for the stream, giving the shout out.
Real quick, Ken. Remember, y'all, Sean Spears has his own group in NXT. So that means he will have to leave them, and they ain't leaving.
Okay.
So just throwing that out there.
But I am here for seeing Cardi B getting choke slammed. because I just want to see how her booty moved once it hit because of that BBL rumor that they were talking about, like the smell or whatever. I don't know. But that's neither here nor there, man. Hey, listen, what I was trying to say before we got Cardi B focused was that, hey, look, we appreciate y'all being a part of this community. You are absolutely everything that it is. You make it everything that it is, and we greatly and humbly appreciate y'all. And just know that every time you want to check out wrestling and you want to talk about wrestling in an unconventional way, you do so by checking out the First Black Champ podcast. It's the pick with the VP, DOC, and we are out. Fuck Johnny Wrestling.